Good evening.
So yesterday we had an audience full of kids, and I asked them what they all had for breakfast this morning. And they all yelled at me, bacon, eggs, pancakes, whatever it was. And then I told them to imagine if they just had one bowl of plain white rice. And then I asked them, imagine if you had that 3 meals a day for an entire week, an entire month. And then I said, how do you think you'd be able to function? Would you be able to focus on your school? Would your homework be doing well? How would you feel overall? And then I said, this is what hidden hunger is. I'm Josh.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Nina.
Hidden hunger affects 2 billion people worldwide. It's when you're eating food and you're filling your body, and you might even feel full, but you don't have the proper nutrients or vitamins you need to function, especially in the developmental ages of kids.
So rice is an example of empty calories and is often the staple food source for those who live in developing countries. Think about this. What would happen if you filled your car up with water? Sure, the tank would be full, but your car needs gas in order to run. Hidden hunger is very similar. Although people may have access to foods like rice, they aren't receiving the proper nutrients they need in order to live healthy lives.
So we're targeting hidden hunger where it's a big problem on the west coast of Africa, specifically in Monrovia, Liberia. Liberia was one of the first independent nations from colonial rule. However, in recent times, they've fallen on hard times. The government suffered through a civil war from 1980 to the early 2000s that destroyed much of the country's infrastructure and crippled much of their health and social systems. Recently, the government's been able to get back on its feet, but it's left much of the population below the poverty line. Liberia consistently ranks in the bottom 10 international nations for gross domestic product, as well as the bottom 10 nations on the Human Development Index.
In Liberia, 1 million people live in poverty. 15,000 children die daily, and there's only one doctor for every 100,000 Liberian people. As a result of this, parents cannot afford schooling for their children, as there are not many jobs available, especially for women. There is also limited sources of income in this economy.
So how can we address hidden hunger in a suffering economy among a population that's hugely dependent on agriculture with little or no access to education?
What if we could end this cycle of poverty by helping the impoverished take advantage of resources already available to them? By providing employment, hands-on experience, and whatever tools necessary, we are helping them help themselves. We are doing this by partnering with Provision of Hope, whose mission is providing medical care, nutrition, and empowering widows, orphans, and refugees with microloans and employment. Karen Barton, the CEO and face of this organization, is passionate about people and their stories, which is why she has devoted herself to her cause of ending poverty in Liberia for the past 16 years.
So this is Kelvin. Kelvin has kind of become the face of our initiative. Kelvin was orphaned during the Civil War, and he was taken in by Provision of Hope at a young age. From there, he was given access to proper nutrition and a basic education through programs, and eventually he was given the opportunity to complete 2 years of university education in Kenya. Kelvin's story could be one of thousands in Liberia. So, to give a hand up from poverty, we are developing a life garden. Our life garden is an acreage of fertile land in Liberia that will give locals the opportunity to work and earn a fair wage, as well as gain valuable skills and knowledge in agriculture. The garden is designed to be as efficient as possible and grow the most nutritious food available in this tropical region.
Our project is naturally sustainable. Through our education program, we will teach how to harvest seeds, keeping our garden self-sufficient year after year. We have reliable connections. While Karen Barkman temporarily resided in Liberia, we were able to receive photos and information in real time, which helped us to finalize our ideas. Our project targets many goals, and we have previous success and partnerships with organizations such as Thrive for Good.
So Thrive for Good is an organization based in Kenya, and they've tackled hidden hunger using communal life gardens. We had a representative from Thrive for Good travel to our land in Liberia, and he gave us a consultation on our acreage. From there, we were able to develop an in-depth plan with our farm managers on what foods would be the most efficient, nutritious in this environment, and then we were able to determine methods of farming that would be most effective with the soil, and that we can create good programs for our life garden.
Our project is naturally sustainable. Through education programs, you'll teach how to effectively harvest seeds and after the first quarter acre, we will not have to pay for seeds for the rest of the land. The profit made from selling produce will go directly back into our project. Anything from replacing broken tools to wages will be taken care of, making our project self-sufficient. Our willing and ambitious workers make this project sustainable. By providing employment and an opportunity for parents to send their children to school, we are encouraging our workers to make this project a reality by showing up to work every day.
So what's our goal? Our main goal and objective is goal number 3, good health and well-being. However, with our garden, we will be able to address many more. The growth of nutrition and increase in job availability will aid zero hunger and no poverty. The jobs created will provide the ability for parents to send their children to school, as well as create jobs for women as well. The produce sold at markets will offer a source of income and boost jobs in Monrovia's economy. The natural sustainability and regeneration of the garden allows for a sustainable and maintainable community. The rational process of production provides a healthier diet for the locals to consume. And our project produces zero emissions and encourages climate action. And finally, our NGO Provision of Hope has built a strong relationship with Thrive for Good. Through their consultation and constant support, they have given us the ability to make this plan a reality.
So how are we going to make it happen? So this is the budget for our first year, the startup costs of what we're calling phase 1 of the project. $500 goes towards purchasing new seeds for the land, $500 towards tools, and then an additional $3,000 will supplement the wages of the workers for the first harvest. The second phase of our plan includes workshops where we'll bring people in from surrounding communities and give them hands-on experience in our life garden. The eventual goal is that our garden will become self-sufficient with the revenue with the revenue taken from the produce will be reinvested in the farm and keep it going. So, if you had the chance to bring out real sustainable change and take a bite out of hidden hunger, would you?
You can help us strive to grow health, happiness, and knowledge, and we will create change one seed at a time.
Thank you.